The salvage freighter Meridian's Hope drifted through the debris field like a metal ghost, its hull scarred from a dozen close calls. Jack adjusted the scanner array while Anna piloted them deeper into what remained of the Kresh battle. Somewhere in this graveyard of twisted metal and frozen corpses, there might be something worth salvaging. "I've got a life sign," Jack said, his fingers dancing across the console. "Sector 7, lower decks. Faint, but it's there." Anna's eyes narrowed. In 5 years of salvage work, finding survivors was rare. Finding them alive after a battle like this was nearly impossible. Could be a trap, could be, Jack agreed, already suiting up. "But we're not leaving someone to die out here." That was the thing about humans that made other species nervous, their irrational attachment to preserving life, even enemy life. The Galactic Council had 14 different psychological studies trying to explain it. None of them quite captured the simple truth. Humans simply couldn't help themselves. They found her in what had once been a command center, now a tomb of shattered viewscreens and sparking conduits. She was massive, nearly 8 feet tall, with 4 arms and chitinous armor that gleamed even in the emergency lighting. Purple blood pooled beneath her, and a metal shard the size of Anna's forearm protruded from her thorax. "Kresh warrior," Jack breathed. The species that had been terrorizing human colonies for 3 years. The species whose battle doctrine was built on a simple principle: never surrender, never retreat. Anna should have turned around. Every human who'd encountered the Kresh in combat had learned to fear them. But this one's breathing was labored, her mandibles clicking weakly, and her lower right arm was reaching out not in threat, but in desperation. "Help me get her to the ship," Anna said. The Kresh warrior was surprisingly light despite her size. Her dense armor evolved for zero-gravity combat. They laid her on the medical bay's examination table, which groaned under the weight. The warrior's fur eyes itched, the color of burnished copper, tracked Anna's movements with difficulty. "I'm going to remove the shrapnel," Anna said, knowing the warrior probably couldn't understand standard. "This is going to hurt." She'd patched up plenty of humans, a few Ventari traders, even a crystalline ones. But Kresh anatomy was different there, organs arranged in a radial pattern, their circulatory system based on hemolymph rather than blood. Anna had to improvise, using basic biology principles and hoping they translated across species. Jack held the warrior's upper arm steady as Anna worked. The Kresh's mandibles clicked rapidly, pain vocalization, Anna guessed. When she finally extracted the shrapnel, purple blood gushed from the wound. Anna's hands moved automatically, applying coagulant gel and synthetic membrane patches. "You're going to be okay," Anna murmured, the way she always did with patients. "You're safe now." The warrior's breathing steadied. Her eyes, which had been wild with pain, began to focus. One of her hands, surprisingly delicate despite its strength, reached up and gently touched Anna's face. The gesture was so human, so vulnerable, that Anna found herself smiling. "What's your name?" she asked softly. The warrior's mandibles moved, producing sounds Anna couldn't interpret, but there was intelligence in those copper eyes. And something else: gratitude. Over the next 3 days, the warrior healed with remarkable speed. Jack researched Kresh dietary requirements while Anna monitored her vitals. They learned she could understand some standard, though speaking it was difficult with her mandibular structure. She learned their names. She watched them with what Anna could only describe as fascination. On the 4th day, a Kresh patrol fleet appeared on their sensors. "They're hailing us," Jack said, his face pale. "Anna, they're demanding we surrender their queen." Anna's blood went cold. She looked at the warrior, the queen, who stood in the doorway of the medical bay, fully healed now. She was magnificent. Her armor gleamed, her forearms moved with fluid grace, and her copper eyes held the weight of command. "You didn't tell us," Anna said quietly. The queen's mandibles clicked in what might have been amusement. She moved to the communications console, her lower hands gesturing for Jack to open the channel. When she spoke in her own language, her voice resonated with authority that made the deck plates vibrate. The response was immediate. The patrol fleet powered down weapons. "What did she say?" Anna asked. Jack, who'd been running the audio through the translator, looked stunned. "She told them that humans had shown her mercy when they had every reason for vengeance. She told them that any species capable of such compassion deserved respect, not war. She's calling for a ceasefire. She's ordering them to open peace negotiations." The queen turned to Anna and Jack. She placed one hand over her thorax where the wound had been in, what was clearly a gesture of deep significance. Then she spoke, each word carefully formed in accented but clear standard. "You saved the strongest warrior in the galaxy," she said. "But more than this, you showed me that strength is not only in battle. Your species fights, yes, but you also heal. You also hope." Her mandibles clicked softly. "The Kresh have much to learn from humans." As the Queen's flagship arrived to retrieve her, she paused at the airlock. "When the Council asks why the Kresh War ended," she said, "tell them the truth. Tell them it ended because 2 humans couldn't walk away from someone who needed help. Tell them it ended because of Anna and Jack, who treated an enemy's wounds and never knew they were saving millions of lives." After she'd gone, Anna and Jack stood in silence, watching the Kresh fleet jump to hyperspace. "We just ended a war," Jack finally said. Anna smiled. We just helped someone who needed it. The rest, she shrugged. The rest is just what humans do. And somewhere in the vast darkness between stars, the Kresh Queen touched the scar on her thorax and remembered the gentle hands that had saved her life and changed the galaxy forever. Then